What's poppin', peeps? Your boy T-Money reporting for Body Bags. Week 249, Friday evening. Hope everybody's doing well today. Had a good week and whatnot. So the film I chose to review for you guys is one from 2012 known as The Shrine. This is a movie I actually had never heard of. I stumbled across it somewhere on one of the cult media websites. Somebody was talking about it. It sounded interesting, so I picked it up, purchased it, gave it a watch, and well, I'll tell you what I thought of it right now. So I'll give you first, it's directed by John Knotts. It stars Aaron Ashmore, Cindy Sampson, Trevor Matthews, Megan Heffernan, and a bunch of other people that I've never heard of before. Director John Knotts, who also directed the cult favorite Monster Slayer, returns with a blood-curdling tale of sacrificial cults, demonic possession, and ancient evil. After a young American backpacker vanishes in Europe, 3 journalists trace his disappearance to a mysterious Polish village. They travel there hoping to get the story, but instead find a grotesque, fog-shrouded shrine and hostile locals hell-bent on serving up their next ritualistic human sacrifice. Praised by such prestigious fan sites as Dread Central, Bloody Disgusting, and FearNet, the shrine features rising stars Aaron Ashmore, Megan Heffernan, and Cindy Sampson. So, that's what we have here. We have a group of young adults traveling to this Polish city to try and... They're journalists, I guess. One of them is, at least. And I think 2 friends tag along, and they're trying to figure out the mystery behind this guy American backpacker who went missing there. When they get there, all hell breaks loose. I enjoy the movie. I think it's a very, very disturbing... Some of the sequences, the ritual sequences, are highly disturbing. And what I really like about the movie is it makes you... There's kind of a twist that I don't want to spoil for anyone, but it really does make you feel like... Well, your opinion changes. I guess your standpoint on just exactly who these people are performing these rituals and really... Are they really the bad guys after all? Because what it comes down to is, without spoiling too much, there's something more that meets the eye going on in this Polish village. And unfortunately, for those who enter a certain part of the village, they become victim to this whatever mysterious thing that's going on. It's hard to talk about without spoiling it, so I'll just say that it's not what you think it is, basically. So keep an open mind when you're watching it, because at first I was like, oh man, these people are fucking awful, excuse my language. They're terrible. They're torturing these Americans and whatever. But then the tables kind of turn. And also what I really like about the film is it kind of mixes demonic possession, rituals, sacrificial cults, all of that, supernatural, natural entities, because it's like this forest that has this mysterious smoke cloud above it, and then anyone who go there kind of, they become possessed, and the townsfolk are kind of left to deal with this after all these years. They're kind of just naturally... Don't ask me why they decide to stay there, but they do, and they have to deal with this by performing these rituals and exorcising demons from American backpackers. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, I mean, it's a good cast, good dialogue, great setting, very atmospheric, progressively creepy, says Scott Weinberg from FearNet. Genuinely frightening. Trust me on this one. The ending will blow you away. I don't know about that. The ending, I was kind of expecting there's something to happen after the end, and it didn't. So I was like, all right, that was it. I mean, it wasn't a bad ending, but it wasn't that blow me out, knock me off my feet ending. But I highly recommend it. If anything, check it out for the atmosphere, for the ritual sequences, the ritualistic sacrifice sequences. They're really intense and they really are disturbing, and you're kind of like, oh, it's hard to watch. There's only a few movies that really make me clench and just not feel right inside, and this was one of them for sure. The only thing I kind of disliked, but I kind of liked too, was like when they're dealing with the possession sequences. Some of the CGI in those sequences was a little fake looking, I guess, like the artificial makeup effects, I guess you could say. If it would have been like all practical, it would have been way better. But still, it was okay. But yeah, it's a good story. It's a solid story. Well told, well acted. Nice setting, nice atmosphere, and yeah, all around just a pretty badass film. The Shrine from 2012. I'm sure this would have been a Scream Factory release. Had it been released more recently. It says chilling, dripping with atmosphere, beasts, and blood. And yeah, it's all of those things. So if you like your possession / sacrificial cults, demonic possession, and ancient evil movies dealing with those sort of things, ritualistic sacrifices and all that. I know I've said those words multiple times now, but that's what it deals with. So if you like that sort of thing, check it out. But I like how it fuses or it blends multiple subgenres of horror into one. And I also really do like how in the beginning you're thinking one way, you're thinking and feeling and defending one group of people, and in the end it's kind of like, well, wait a minute, maybe they're not so bad, that sort of thing. So check it out. That's The Shrine, 2012. T-MONEY86 reporting for Body Bags. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Catch you next Friday. Peace.